So Module 4 in your OLI textbook is on examining distributions. On pages 19 through 21 of the textbook, there's a discussion about histograms. The textbook shows you how to interpret the meaning of a histogram and how to describe the shape of a histogram. It does not show you very much about how to make a histogram. The first step towards making a histogram is to make a frequency table. So in the workbook, Topic 4 under Module 4 is on frequency tables, and that'll be what the discussion is about today. Now you would need to have already done Topic 3, where we classified data. We put data into categories. And so if you've not already watched the lecture and done the homework for Topic 3, it's best to go back and do that first. What you'll need for today are the workbook, starting on page 63, and the data spreadsheet for the class on the tree diameters tab. There are links for these materials on the home page for the course in Canvas. Download them once, save, and reuse until we have edits and revisions, and I'll let you know. Okay, so in the spreadsheet here, the different data sets are listed on tabs along the bottom of the spreadsheet, and you want to click on tree diameters. And if it does not look just like this, you may not be up at the upper left-hand corner of the sheet. So you can scroll here and scroll up to the top and over to the left and cell A1, and then it should look like this, and you'll know you're in the right place. You may want to pause the video at this point to open up both the spreadsheet and the workbook so you can follow along and actually do the exercise along with me. The exercise or example in the workbook is really easy. So I'm going to use this discussion, this video, as an opportunity to show you some things about how to use Excel as a tool for just the counting and arithmetic involved in this. It's very little to do, but you can learn how Excel works, so when you get a bigger data set, you'll have the tool available. And also I want to just get you started in case you've never seen Excel before on how to do the editing and formatting. So we'll come to that Excel part of the discussion in just a minute. Let's look now at the workbook. So you need 3 vocabulary words. The frequency of a class is the number of individuals whose X value belongs to that class. So if we have a bunch of oak trees and we've divided them up into extra small, small, medium, large, etc., those would be the names of the classes. And then the frequency of each class, we just count how many trees are small and how many trees are medium and so forth. Then the percentage frequency for a class is what percent of the total belong to each class. And the class width is the distance between the upper and lower boundaries of the class. So if we thought that small trees run from 0 to 1.5 inches in diameter, then that class has a width of 1.5 inches. Take the 1.5 minus the 0, that distance is the class width. So in the previous exercise that I mentioned in topic 3, we found these class boundaries for dividing our oak trees up into 6 different classes. And the exercise today is just to fill in this table with the frequency and the percentage frequency and the class width for each class. The workbook assumes you're just doing this by hand, but I'm going to show you some things in Excel. But notice that all these classes have the same width, the distance from 3 to 4.5, that is the distance between the boundaries of class C, is 1.5, because you subtract the upper, the 4.5, minus the 3.0, and you get 1.5 for the width of that class, and all the others are the same. So in this column, I can type 1.5 all the way down. Okay, now to do the frequencies, I have to just count how many trees belong to each class. So what I'm going to do is switch the view over to the Excel spreadsheet and start showing you how to make a table. We'll include these columns and a few more. A table like the one that you'll eventually put into your class project. And so I'm going to show you the formatting now so that when you paste it into your research paper, it will look nice. We don't need to worry about the details of the class project for several more weeks, but as we go along, I'll keep adjusting the assignments to make sure that what you do when you write your project paper will be very much like what we do in these lectures. Okay. So let's get the spreadsheet up here. Okay. So in that chart of class boundaries from last class, our class A ran from 0 to 1.5 inches. So a diameter of 0.8 inches belongs to class A. I'm just going to write the classes down along the edge here so that then we can count how many trees belong to each class. Now in this data table, I've listed a tree number 1, tree number 2, tree number 3. This is an index, I. The data came with some extra pieces that we don't really need. It has the age of the tree, and it has the squares of the diameters. But we're just making a distribution table for the diameter of the tree. So these other variables are not relevant. I can hide a column in Excel, and I'm going to do that now. I clicked on the D at the top of the column, and I clicked my right-hand mouse button, or on a Mac, you You do whatever it is you do to get the context menu, and then I'll click Hide. And then I'm going to hide the diameters as well, the squared diameters, so I don't see all these numbers that I don't care about. Okay, so those first 3 trees belong to class A because the diameter is less than 1.5 inches. And then for 1.5 up through 3, the trees are in class C. The first opportunity to make a mistake here is in deciding what to do about this tree number 7. So let me just get back full screen here. You see the way the class boundaries are written. Not sure this is shared. Okay, the way the class boundaries are written here, the diameter of a tree, X, has to be strictly bigger than 1.5 inches and less than or equal to 3.0 inches for the tree to belong to class B. So because this is a less than or equal to symbol here, a tree with diameter equal to 3.0 inches is a tree that belongs to class B. So going back to the spreadsheet over here, I can say this one belongs to class C. And now I counted ahead of time. So I'm going to click Unhide here to show this next column